should move my Bible because it's...
Hi! I've mentioned that I was going to have several of my friends off and on in the recordings, and I would like to have you meet my friend Nancy.
Hi.
And my friend Margie.
Hello.
And we were having a round table today. Discussions about the energy and about entities, and just a lot of fun. We'd like to share that with you because we actually do have these conversations quite often. It's part of who we are.
Yeah.
So, what would you girls like to talk about now? And we're having to face this way so y'all see us instead of turning the side of you. We want to keep it fun and lighthearted because that's what life is all about.
Absolutely. I want to talk about the energies that are coming in, the energies that are coming into the physical body, as well as into our homes, our animals, our plants, actually the earth at large. It is very fine, very high. It is allowing us to open at a cellular level and at all levels known and unknown to us at a greater degree than ever before. We have the choice of saying yes or saying no, of resisting, which I've done a little of, and with a little consequences, physical consequences, that you can quickly move out of by saying yes.
You know, though, with the resisting, there's something to pay attention to, that when you have a resistance to something, it's one of those times to take you in and say, hold it, what's there? So it's serving that purpose. It's not just saying you won't allow a flow, it's reminding you that you still have a belief system, something in effect, and it's a good way to bring you into that awareness that there's something for you to look at.
I literally fell flat on my face, on my hands, because of the fact is that I was still in this old energy. And you know, it was around the holidays, Christmas time with my family. You interact with your family, you pick up all those old patterns. And in order to break that pattern, I had to literally fall on my nose to break up that old energy so that I could move forward into this new energy and space with my loved ones. So, of course, it hurt a little, but all good things hurt. Beauty makes you beautiful. It's painful to be beautiful.
Well,
Not for us.
It's
Not anymore.
No.
Only when I wax.
Only when you wax. Oh my gosh, don't do that.
We can do that.
Oh no, you guys want a fun
For you.
story? The fun story
Absolutely.
things you do that you don't think Margie mentioned, waxing. I have one of those little hand waxer things, and I had it in on the bathroom, and I put my hand in, and this is how we live life sometimes. We may be aware we're doing something a little different, but we have all of these old habits installed. Whenever my hands are wet, I take them and I flick them like this in the sink.
Oh.
So I'm waxing my hands, there's wax, and I'm like this. Yeah, I had to clean it up. But we go through life doing that in many ways.
Yeah.
Even though we're stepping into something new, doing something new,
We're mindless.
mindless, we aren't present in what we're doing, and the old habits get in our way. But there's been other breaking points through falls and through openings of twisted ankles, that sort of thing. And Nancy also experienced a fall.
We fell at the same time.
We did. It was bizarre. I was in Roseburg, Oregon. I went up a step and was being very, very careful. Went up the step, fell on my knees, my hands, my elbows, my face. I thought I had broken my bone from my knee to my hand.
Well, I'm back now. Our batteries ran out, so we're going to have Nancy finish her story. You see me standing up and sitting down like I've explained before. I don't have a remote for this one. I'd love to, but I don't.
So I fell down and felt like I'd cracked my leg from knee to thigh and to hip. And I got up, I looked over at my husband and I saw the look on his face, and I thought, I'm getting up. I got up, and the man at the store wanted me to sit down, so I sat down for a little minute, and then I got up and I got back in the car and I said, Spirit, heal me now. And so the healing started. I knew I had hurt my knee, I knew I had pulled some muscles, my elbow felt funny, my arms felt like I'd sprained the wrists and the muscles in my arm, pulled them, and in my shoulders I felt like the joints, I had done something to the joints when I'd stopped myself. So that night when I went to bed, I said, I need everything healed now. I didn't tell anybody else how I felt, including my husband. But the next morning I got up, I had no pains anywhere, nothing. My bones didn't hurt, my muscles didn't hurt, nothing on my body hurt. So you talk about healing, ask and you shall receive.
Well, there's something else to this too. When you were thinking about the fall, and we were talking earlier,
Yeah.
you said it broke
It broke all that congested, rigid energy within my body. All the systems within my body were like shattered. And I felt like I left my body instantaneously. I felt like it shattered my body so much I went in and out just like that. It was very, very quick. But it broke up that old energy in an instant.
as she called it earlier, a rigid pattern. And we do tend to get in
Yeah.
rigid patterns, kind of like the hand waxing. And it's very interesting. They both had a full physical fall. Myself, I had my ankle go out and a crack and a break, a release of energy. At the same time, a very dear friend of mine did. And then so did my daughter. So be aware that this energy that's here, that when we're not fully conscious of what we're stepping into and we're holding on to, circumstances are created to help us release. And that's what this was a wonderful release. Now we're going to move on here to these beautiful cards that are sitting in front of us. There's this magnificent box. It has angels on it. It has the Star Trek people on one end, and I can't remember what's on the other end. These are Margie's cards. I'm going to have her tell us a little bit about them. Then we're going to use them to look at the entry of 2011, this new energy. What we would like to do is have each of us pull a card holding the thought of representing information of the new energy of 2011.
Is this going to be for humanity?
For humanity.
Okay.
And so also, if one of the cards or all of the cards speak to you, ask yourself what they're saying. See what they say to you. And know that you received part of the message too. It all goes through our own personal filters. And we don't have all of the answers ourselves. It's a whole. It's a part of the full consciousness of man.
And I think that the composite of the three of us will be a part of what will be for the earth.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
In addition to humanity, plants, animals, minerals, visibles and invisibles.
Okay, and Margie, would you like to tell us a little bit about
These are called life path cards, and what they are actual pictures taken from magazines like People Magazine, National Geographic, Reader's Digest. Anywhere I found pictures that I was really attracted to. And instead of tarot cards, these cards present a natural image to you that you look at it. If someone's head is in the sand, you say, oh, well, I seem to be hiding something from myself. My head is in the sand. I'm not getting it. And so these pictures present a view that you get very, it's imagery more than having someone else decide a card for you. You know what this means for you, and it can have different meanings for different people. So no card is ever wrong. It's usually the right interpretation for you.
And many times getting several people's input on a card brings a fuller amount of information also.
Absolutely.
Because we tend to look at things and see it in one way a lot of times, especially when it pertains to ourselves. Again, those rigid patterns that we've been held in. Who wants to draw the first card?
Well, I do.
Yes, you're in the middle.
Nancy
I'm in
does.
the middle.
Yeah.
She is like the yummy filling in an Oreo cookie.
Oh,
no.
Miss Margie? Well, first of all,
yep.
yeah, we'll let Margie draw hers, and I'll draw mine.
And then we'll
hold
show
all.
them to them.
We'll
That's
show
what,
them.
this is our first. This is our round table. We're having a lot of fun doing this. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are.
We'll show them to the peanut gallery.
As in Charlie Brown. Ha ha ha, I'm such a... Okay, we're going to move this sideways a little bit. And so we're talking about the new energy of 2011, what it's bringing in, what it represents. And we're going to have Nancy show her card first.
My card has men and women, male and female energies with question marks on them. This is the year of the unknown, and it will be the unknown in each moment. So that you will have to stay aware, humanity will have to stay aware, because it is going to change. There are going to be questions that humanity asks that have never been asked before, and that will require true, and this is the truth of spirit, answers.
Do you want to add to that?
It'll be different for everybody. As you can see, there's a question mark on each individual person, which means that there is a different question and a different answer for everybody. Not everyone will go through the same thing, so it'll be different for everybody. So this is what it represents also to me.
Well, and this is what's fun, because you have three of us bringing in an interpretation. And for me, it's many people are questioning where they've been and where they're going. Many people are finding that their lives are changing, and changing drastically in ways that they had never expected. Leaving relationships, whether they're personal or career, leaving homes, leaving space, the known, and going into the unknown. It's okay not to know your first step. It's opening the heart and trusting. So as you live in this question mark time, trust that you're supported fully. Well, yours is,
Oh, it's upside down.
your angel.
Heaven and earth. This card represents to me is the small baby angel. And it's like we all have to become like that child. We all have to become innocent again. And when we are innocent, we tend to believe in magic. We tend to believe in ourselves. We tend to believe we can do anything. We believe we're Superman because no one has told us that we're not. The moment we start letting other people's voices tell us what to do, we lose our power because we give that power to someone else. This card brings me back to the sweetness that is all within each of us, and that we can all ask for help because heaven is always there to guide us.
Exactly.
It also represents to me today's children, the young children who are here today. I have a little grandnephew who is one of the gifted children. He was at someone's house the other day. He was upstairs in his little friend's room, the little girl's room, and he came running down the stairs white as a sheet because he saw spirits in the room and they weren't good spirits. And he didn't know how to tell the spirits that they needed to go on. So we had a little lesson in how to empower children. They're our angels. They see, they know, they feel.
You probably can't see this card as clearly as we can, but when you look into the child's eye, you see the innocence and the wondrousness, looking out into the heavens with complete contemplation. Allow this child, your child that lives inside of you, to come forward. Look out into the world and all worlds with wondrousness, with the innocence and the joy of creating. This is a great lead-in to my card, because it is a woman who is pregnant. We're in a brand new time, a wondrous new time that isn't quite fully developed yet. We're in the process of creating and then bringing it to life, allowing ourselves to open and birth a new life, a new way on earth, not just for one, but for all who choose to participate. So.
Beautiful. And this woman is cradling this baby. And that's what we need to do with ourselves. We need to cradle our new birthing. Take good care of the self, the soul, the true aspects of our beingness. Comfort them, nurture them, hold them in the highest divine love that we can.
This card speaks to me of new birth, creation, which is on the horoscope and horizon for all of us, which kind of brings all these cards together because we have the baby, we have the questioning. Well, the questioning is what will happen. With it is the creation of something new, giving birth to something new, and having the innocence of that child reflected out into the world to where we are born anew We are giving birth to this new ourselves. Have our questions been answered? Only you will be able to answer that question for yourself.
And have our questions been answered? You know, at times they're not meant to be. They're not meant to be answered fully in one instant, one moment. Instead, it's opening up again the hearts, the self, and trusting that you and all life is supported in everything that you do. And it's knowing that you're brought together with everything and everyone you need to create what is in your highest and best good. And when you're working from the heart, creating what's in your highest and best good, that automatically emanates out from you, allowing others to work from their heart and create what's best for them.
And it draws to you and to me and to all of us here at the table all of that wonderful love and whatever else it is we want. Whether we want it or whether we need it or whether it's a gift, it draws it to us.
It always is there. It always has been. It's just that sometimes we can't see what's in front of us. You know, we question ourselves, you know, and love is really right there beside us. That's what it's all about. It's love.
You know, I was in a conversation the other day with some people, and they were talking about what they wanted to create. And they're going, well, I'm going to do this and make it happen, and it's going to be hard work, and it's going to do this, and it's going to do that. And I'm looking at them, and that's been our way. That's been mankind's way. The old way was to push forward, make it happen, and hold it on to whatever, and it was hard. Instead of just opening up and allowing yourself to draw to you.
In a natural way.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well,
Like natural childbirth.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I love
Ouch.
That's
You know,
great.
and that is sometimes a painful experience. but it's true. Not everything is comfortable, but it can bring the most joyous of blessings. Yeah, I did that pretty much natural childbirth thing. Ouch. So, well, thank you for joining us today. I can talk. I get kind of moving in this, get a little tongue-tied. But thanks for joining me, ladies, and I'd like to have us get together and do this again.
Yes,
very
and
sounds like
soon.
fun.
And we all hope that you give new birth to all of your own new ideas.
Hooray for 2011.
Yes.
Now you get to watch me walk forward, turn off the camera. And so they'll smile and wave as I'm doing this.
We love you. Thank you for
Bye,
listening.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.